said today, he says can't go easy on the Jets. Yes, we cannot go easy on the Jets. But yo, Jerry Jones said today that in an interview, that he feels that they're trying to simplify things for Dak Prescott before play starts and before play reads. And to be honest with you, that's basically like what they're basically saying. Everything that they were doing with Kellen Moore last year this is kind of like going against those things, because you got to remember in the Kellen Moore offense, Dak was doing a whole bunch of reads, he was doing a whole bunch of diagnosis, and he was doing a whole bunch of things that most quarterbacks aren't doing before they actually snap the football. You know what I'm saying? But hey, before we even do that though, let's do some shout outs real quick. And let's go through this because I got to do an injury report too. Remember, this is a Cowboy Quickie. That means I will only be on here for about 15 minutes. So make sure you have your notifications on. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you have not at this point, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is West Coast Cowboy. Very, very simple. West Coast Cowboy. Very, very simple. West Coast Cowboy. We got to start driving people from Facebook over to YouTube because Facebook is cutting back on their monetization. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe they bought Instagram and it didn't work out the way they thought it was going to work out. So instead of taxing themselves, they're going to tax the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make that migration over to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, if you have not already, make sure you migrate from Facebook over to my YouTube, please, and turn your notifications on. All right, so first thing, Brandon Cooks has an injury. He has they said he has a sprain. And listen to me, I'm not really, Brandon Cooks in a 40-0 win. Brandon Cooks had 2 catches for 22 yards. Now, Brandon Cooks, a guy who has been injury prone throughout his career, I'm going to keep it all the way a buck chuck with you. I am okay with him missing this game. You want to know why? 2 words, Jalen Tolbert. You know what I'm saying? Michael Gallup. See how those both work? Like, to be honest with you, I have no problem with Brandon Cooks missing a game. And then guess what? Inserting Jalen Tolbert or it would really be Michael Gallup. It would insert Michael Gallup and let Michael Gallup have an opportunity that was basically taken from him by an injury. Because the reason that Brandon Cooks is here is because Michael Gallup got hurt. And because remember, the Cowboys signed Michael Gallup, so they did want it to work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're sitting at 0 stars right now. This is a Cowboy Quickie. I'm going to take one subject and I'm just going to beat the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that subject today is Brandon Cooks. I know it's Brandon Cooks, or does Dak have to do less? It's going to be we're going to take those 2 subjects and beat the hell out of them. So Brandon Cooks injury. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate you. Also, if you have not already, I need you guys to hit that Cash App. You remember I told you guys, Facebook is tripping. They're not paying for monetization like that anymore. That's why you've seen a lot of guys kind of get off Facebook, like Law Nation. They still have pages, but they're not heavily on there. And it's because Facebook's monetization is done. They don't, you know what I'm saying? I guess they just feel that people should just do all this stuff and not get paid for it. I don't know what's up with Facebook. They tripping. You know what I'm saying? Mark making the money, but he don't want nobody else to. You know what I'm saying? So I need you guys to make that migration to YouTube and make sure you guys hit that YouTube subscribe button. It's the exact as the Facebook. It's West Coast Cowboy. Very simple. You know what I'm saying? So, Brandon Cooks, do I think he plays this week? No, I don't think he plays this week. I think, honestly, I'm going to keep it a buck chuck. I actually do think he is going to play. But I don't think he's going to play in a number 2 wide receiver form. But I do believe he's going to play. I don't think they're going to unactivate him. I don't think they're going to sit him out. You know what I'm saying? Because, I think Brandon Cooks wants to play. This is the first home game that he's ever played in AT&T Stadium. I'm pretty sure he's heard the hoopla. He's heard how it is. You know what I'm saying? He's only been in the AT&T Stadium as an opponent. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact he probably wants to play in this game. This is a game that the Dallas Cowboys are a plus 9.5. A minus 9.5. That means Las Vegas thinks that the Cowboys are going to beat these dudes by at least 10 points. In the NFL, put it to you like this: a minus 9.5 in the NFL is like a minus freaking 35 in college. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of teams, you just don't predict to beat a team by 10 points in the NFL. Why? Because defenses are good. Even teams that don't have good offenses, they still have good defenses. You know what I'm saying? We're going to need our tight ends to catch the ball. This is the thing, man. I'm not really focused on the tight end because at the end of the day, I'm hoping that the utilization of the tight end should go down anyway. That's what I'm hoping anyway. The Dallas Cowboys should not be so dependent on a tight end unless you have George Kittle or you have freaking Kelsey, or I ain't gonna say Darren Waller because Darren Waller done fell off like a bad sack of dope. He kind of fell off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the same Waller You know what I'm saying? Joseph says we're going to need our tight ends to catch the ball and stop dropping balls. But yeah, man, there is going to come a time where you are going to need your tight ends. And to be honest with you, like, we're going through growing pains with our tight ends right now. And that's just what we got to do because they're young. Like, but this is what we chose to do. We chose to go with inexperienced tight ends. So since you chose to go with inexperienced tight ends, guess what? You have to deal with what you chose with. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys could have went with more experienced tight ends. They could have just re-signed Dalton Schultz. They could have went into free agency and got someone else, but they chose not to. You know what I'm saying? So since they chose not to, these are the breaks. I break it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you have not already hit that Cash App, make sure you hit that Cash App. Put it in the comment box. My Cash App is $ West Coast 1482. Once again, that's $ West Coast 1482. Make sure if you haven't put it in the comment box, make sure you guys put it in the comment box. All right, next subject. He says I'm a block mostly. What's up, Izzo? Appreciate you, Izzo. I don't know why YouTube comments are not showing. I just hit the live. He says He says, we need Dak to play like rookie Dak. He was so good these early years. Just simplify the offense. I mean, to be honest with you, for the most part, I think Dak, listen, what you got to understand is, too, Dak as a rookie had no film on him. So you had no clue who he was. Like, you had no clue on him. You had no film on him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's not my Cash App. That's not my Cash App. I'm going to delete that because that's not my Cash App. My Cash App is West Coast 1482. You know what I'm saying? 1482. But we should be able to eat on this. We should be able to eat. But let me tell you this right here, man. Like I was saying, what Jerry Jones said in his exact comments is that the Dallas Cowboys have simplified things for Dak Prescott, and they've taken away of the pre-snap decision things that he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Which he feels is going to make the transition a lot easier. Now, to be honest with you, one would say, you know, I believe that the Cowboys kind of started off slow this past week. But at the same time, it's also week 1, and the Cowboys had an offense. That was the first time they had ever played together. After that thing got going, the Cowboys went out there on their first 2 drives. They got 2 field goals, right? But then after that, after those 2 field goals, they scored 24 points. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I definitely believe that the Dallas Cowboys, my thing is this, I just need the Dallas Cowboys to pick up from where they left off at. You know what I'm saying? As long as the Cowboys pick up from where they left off at from this past week, Cowboys offense is going to be fine. Because once they got going, they were fine. Like, they were fine. And I even told you guys, I felt that there was going to be a Cooper Rush sighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's going to be a Cooper Rush sighting in this game just because their defense is way better. Like, I think their defense will prevent a Cooper Rush sighting. You know what I'm saying? I think on the scoreboard, we will be able to say, okay, it wasn't as bad as the Giants game, but I think when we actually watch the game, we'll know that their offense wasn't involved because their offense is not going to be able to. I mean, to be honest with you, Wilson kid, quarterback, man, I see they scored 17 points as a team last year. And everything that they created on this Jets team was designed to make Aaron Rodgers better. You know what I'm saying? So think about this. If the Jets, if you're really the Jets, I'm going to tell you what you should do. I'm going to tell you if you're the Jets, I'm going to tell you what you should do. You should theoretically tank. You want to know why? Because if you tank, bro, think about this. You have your boat. You have, think about this. You'll have, god dang me, Aaron Rodgers. You got the backup quarterback as a first-round pick already. You're not moving away from him. You got the number 1 defense, one of the number 1 or top 5 defense in football. Then you'll get a top 4 pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, in the situation that the Jets are in, it makes more sense for them to tank. And I'm not even with tanking. You guys know how I am about tanking. But I'm just saying, from a business standpoint, it makes more sense for them to tank. Because imagine that same team with the Jets with a top 4 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bananas, bruh. Like, that's bananas. Prayers for Zach Martin as well. What's going on with Zach Martin? The D gon' eat watching from Penn Top, North Carolina. I heard that. Hey, man, listen to me. I got some brand new Triggity. I got some brand new 420 on deck. You know we ship everywhere, man. It's legal in Southern California where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I drops it in the mail anywhere you need. And guess what? You get it in 2 to 3 days. So make sure you tap in with your boy West Coast. What's up, David? Donald? What's up, Donald? I ain't seen you in a minute. They says tanking F's up sports. I know. And you guys know I'm against tanking for my team. But this is not my team. This is not my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am 100% against tanking for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I'm all the way out. All the way out. All the way out. All the way out. I'm all the way out. Cowboys tanking, I'm out. All the way out. You know what I'm saying? All the way out. What's up, Monica Soto? Yeah, I'm all the way out. Cowboys tanking, I'm out. No, not with it. Don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But for another team, hey, man, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, I don't think the Jets going to try to tank, though. I don't think they want to tank. I think they're tired of losing. You know what I'm saying? Zach Martin has a growing injury. I'm gonna have to get y'all some updates on that. I'm gonna have to get you some updates on that. Zach. All right, man. Hey, man, this has been a Cowboys Upcake. I appreciate y'all. You already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.